We are live. We are live. We are live. I'm going live on YouTube and I'm recording at the same time. You see? Going live and showing that I'm recording at the same time. Today's discussion is going to be talking about a serious matter, and the matter is the destruction of black women. I got that feeling in my face. Destruction of black women. Specifically the music. The music that we listen to, or that they listen to, Cardi B, Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, they are sexualizing the music, over-sexualizing the music. Why are they over-sexualizing the music? Because they want our women to be HOESs, HOESs and SLUTs. And this is the life that they feel like that's all they know is just twerking and shaking their behind. But I did know that twerking, I read something that said twerking was actually an African ritual dance. And that was interesting to me because they must have, I'm sure they changed it and made it to something low vibrational. So now you think twerking is bad when really it was supposed to be a ritual of celebration. At the end of the day, there's a war on us as a people, but I believe and I know the war, they're trying to get our women to hate us and to not like us. They're trying to get our women to talk down on us, talk bad about us. And I know it's not all, but it's quite a lot. I can't tell. I go on live. All I see is most of what I see is just black women. They don't care about black men. He's no good, or they just talk bad about him. And even if it may be true, that's definitely not all of them, because you're looking at a black man that is passionate about his woman and is trying to save the black family and preserve the history of what we've been through. As far as I know, I saw a video. It was like a black woman. She said black women should date outside of their race more. That really bothered me because how could you? All I know is go back 400 years ago. Go back way back when. Were we able to even date outside of our race? It was only the black woman and the black man, and we were together before they broke us apart. They broke us apart. Who broke us apart? The enemy. The elites, they want us apart, and that's what it is. They want us arguing, and it's okay to argue. It's okay to argue, but we should know the common enemy is not each other. It's not each other. It's really not. You can hate me as bad as you want, but I'm not teaching your child about their own history in school. There's a problem with that. There's a huge problem with them teaching us about our history. They can teach me about English. That's their language. You can teach me about even science, but history, you can't teach me about history. That's a subject that we don't, and that's okay. I don't expect them. There goes that sun. One time for the sun. But yeah, and I went live on TikTok a few days ago, and they tried to ban me. Actually, they did ban me from going live. I can go live until Friday. Today is Monday. So it's 9/11 actually, by the way. Uh, that's today is 9/11. So uh, yeah. But anyway, this is I'm gonna be starting this podcast. It's like you could say it's a podcast, but like a rant. And I need people to join in and have this discussion. Black people only, African people only. Uh, we have to get used to having sacred spaces because there's no sacred space. Everything's multicultural. Everything's included. There's a problem with that because we don't actually connect with each other because there's a mediator in the room, so to say. And I am a Gemini, master communicator. Geminis are the zodiac of communication. So funny because I've been most misunderstood my whole life, and that's my whole purpose is communication. So my purpose on this planet is to communicate. I see all perspectives of black people. They say I hear them saying that we're Israelites, Egyptians, Moors. I hear them saying all these things, and it's all true. They want to pick only one thing. No, we're Israelites. No, we're Egyptians. No, we're this. They only want to pick one thing when you're arguing about picking one thing when you need to step outside your specifications. Step outside of that and look at the whole. We are one people. And even if even if you don't think that we are, they look at us as one people. They don't discriminate as far as disincluding us from owning businesses and organizations. Everyone's not, they're all nice. These people are all nice. And when it comes to hanging with you or like spending time with you, having fun, that's cool and all. But when it comes to, hey, I want to own land now. Hey, I want to have my own company. I want to have my own business. They're like, hold on, this Negro is getting too far now. So that's how they feel. That's what it's upsetting. But anyway, back to the discussion of the black family. Uh, at this point, we just need to raise conscious black girls. That's why I'm trying to prepare. I'm not ready to have kids anytime soon, but I'm trying to prepare for a daughter or a son. But I do want a daughter because I just want to prove that I can raise a conscious or help raise a conscious female, black female that loves black men, and is trying to restore the black family. I know that there's just no, they're not going to understand you. White, non-black people are not going to understand you. I mean, understand you. They can, you think that they may, but they won't. I assure you they won't. Not more than the black woman. It's just not more than the black woman. That's the truth, and uh, that's what it is. I don't really know what else to say about that. But so far, we don't have anybody in the room. But I'm trying to figure out, once I get a solid group of people, I'm still trying to figure out how to do it. But I don't want a whole bunch of people that's not going to understand me. I need people that's going to feel what I'm saying. And because I say people that are in the spotlight as far as activists, and not even activists, just black speakers, they're not really saying the 100% truth as far as being unapologetically African. they're not really saying that truth. So yeah, because a lot of them are scared to. They just fear that they're gonna step on somebody's shoes. At the end of the day, they're stepping on our shoes. So we must get this information out there, and their ancestors are gonna give me somebody that's gonna tune in. One of these days, when I go live. Lately, I've been discouraged because I don't feel like there's many conscious women or conscious people than that. I was just talking to somebody conscious that I do know, and I don't. Somebody's calling me. Hold on. One sec. One sec. I got somebody calling me. One sec. Okay, no, that's nothing. But yeah, it's like I want to do a lot, but I'm trying to figure out where to start. And I guess where I can start. I didn't want to get on social media. I didn't want to do this because I feel like I'm just talking to myself, but I'm trying not to think like that because I know there's somebody out there that I can reach, somebody that feels the way I feel. So that's why I'm doing it, and we're just seeing, how far this can go. And also, I'm just bored. Like, when you're very conscious, you get bored of this life because people don't understand you. They don't uh, relate to you. And it's quite funny because how do you not relate to loving your own people? How could you not relate to that? Like, you would think that'd be second nature. You love your mother, don't you? I mean, your mother's black. If all the black people are African people, you love your family, somebody in your family, and they're melanated like you. So it just you should naturally gravitate towards people that look like you. Um, but yeah, this is an issue as far as the music. Uh, this is an issue, man. The music is terrible, and I don't even want to talk about gangster rap. It's definitely just it's lowering our vibration. So yeah, this is why I'm picking up this camera, picking up this tablet, and trying to make real life phone calls and trying to talk to people. But even the conscious people, some of them, I can't. They're busy. Like work is taking their time, and they're supposed to do that. So we never come together. Work is taking away your time. I'm trying to find a job now, but I'm not. I don't want to let work take my time. Like we have to get this changed, and I'm one of those people that you should be able to look at me in the eye and know that this is very serious. This is not a game, and so we must do this. The ancestors want to see it happen. They want to see us come together, and we can argue later. Like we can argue later. It's no room for that. So it's no room for stupidity. It's none of that. So I don't even think I'm gonna make this long. I'm just trying to see if I can wait, see if somebody comes in, but I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, uh, I'm just continue this path And yes, it's challenging, but I'm still going. And I actually met a very conscious woman, one of the most conscious women that I know, and she actually ended up blocking me because I called her a few names because she I saw that she was putting listening to succubus frequencies, demonic frequencies as well. So I didn't understand that why she would be doing that, but I didn't want to judge. But at the end of the day, that's what I call her doing, and I called her a few names, and now she blocked me. So I try to reach out to apologize just for the revolution, and still not answering. So that just goes to show you how people could come in your life and they could be very conscious and aware, but it's still they still can just kind of betray you and ignore you and not put the revolution first and not they can do that. And it's stupid. It's stupid because uh, it's just not worth it for her to ignore me. It's just not worth it. But that's what she chose to do, and that's what it is. I can't do anything about it. I mean, matter of fact, I'm trying to write some letters because I don't like to give up on my woman. That's just me. That's just me, though. And they say black men don't care. But anyway, uh, that's just me. And yeah, I'm trying to write some letters now. But, I don't want to write too many letters because she already called the police on me before saying that she didn't want to charge me for harassing her. So, weird stuff like that. Weird stuff like that. And I've been trying to control to make sure that my health is good because it's quite a lot of anger. Somebody joined the chat. There's quite a lot of anger in me because I um, I carry on to a lot of knowledge, and I know that the bigger picture, like little baby said, the bigger picture. But I'm sure he wasn't talking about uh, just us. But the bigger picture is that it's not worth us being apart. Um, and I'm not, like I said, I'm a Gemini, so I get bored easily. But I don't. I'm trying to work through it. I'm not trying to. I could just give up and just date outside my race. I could, and I wouldn't date no one pale, but like I could date an Indian or I had like even a Hispanic, and well, I think Hispanics are part of us too. Well, like the Afro Latinos, but I'm trying to go specifically to a like a black woman. That's what I'm trying to do, and it's very challenging to do that. And days where I'm like, I'm telling you, days where I don't know where the conscious black women are that are, I mean, like young, like I think I'm ahead of my time. And not only that, I feel like black men, it was prophesied they were going to wake up sooner than black women because black women are really uh, just the matriarchy energy. Like, they don't even know that they ruled empires back in the day. They don't even know. So, uh, like Queen Cleopatra, and then all the other queens and empresses back in the day, um, they don't know. So yeah, well, I don't know. And somebody came in and they left, but it's like I don't know. I'm trying not to be discouraged. I just I'm trying to wonder because they're gonna. It's very rare that when you speak the truth, they give you a platform to do that. But I know the ancestors can make anything happen. I mean, I can't say just anything, but I know what I'm saying right now isn't isn't really. I mean, against any type of any type of conflict or anything. But yeah, I remember the conscious black woman wanted to interview me because she was, I guess she was very in uh, amazed that I how well spoken I am at a young age, and I tried to shine light on that. Like, yeah, look at me, I'm young, I'm 21, and I'm speaking this knowledge at a young age, wisdom, true wisdom, and yeah, I guess yeah, and they try to say that I had Asperger's. Asperger's is a form of autism. They try to diagnose you with a whole lot of things. And really, the diagnosis is that you're just unapologetically African and you know the bigger purpose and that they're destroying us. So we can't just sit there and let that happen. It just can't fly. But some of them are going to choose their ways and they're just going to have to deal with that road. Some black women are going to have to, like, I try to talk to them. Some of them, I try to speak sense into them and they, like I said, I got blocked. So, like, and literally, I went on live. Like, I go on TikTok live just to see if there's any conscious people. Most of them are not, and I got blocked just for saying, "Do you like black men?" Uh, Stuff like that. Like they so triggered, or do you are you conscious? Like they they're so triggered. It's ridiculous, and you don't have to be that triggered. It doesn't have to be this way. I mean, we didn't even get I didn't even start talking about the really uncomfortable topics, such as slavery. I didn't even start talking about that. That's what a lot of people don't want to talk about, reparations and all that. But I didn't. I'm just touching the light work, like, and in the grassroots, I'm just pulling out the basic information of who we are. I mean, how do you live this life? They just call you black. I was talking to my roommate the other day. I'm living with a roommate, and he just moved in not too long ago, and I told him, did what do you know about history or like Black history? And he said all he knows is that he was a slave or they about slaves. Black people were slaves. That's all he knew. And this is the reality. He's 31 years old, and that's all he was taught. Black people were slaves. That's ridiculous. No more of that, man. Like they didn't teach him. He was a people. His ancestors, kings, queens, gods, goddesses. None of this. And the wisdom will set us free, but we must accept it. It's out here if you want to take it. It's wisdom, it's knowledge here if you want to take it. It's not going to be easy, but it is here. And it's not worth giving up. Don't you see I'm still going? Don't you see that I'm still pushing through this? It's in my DNA to keep doing this. Speaking the truth. Even if I'm not on social media, I'm not saying I want to be on social media every day. But if I have to do that, if it's gonna reach somebody, I just think about the sacrifice. If I have to do it, then I may do it because I don't really necessarily care about a following, but I know, like it's like Dr. Umar, like he's going around the world for who? For the people. He's traveling around the world for them. So, and he's almost gonna touch a million on Instagram. So him almost hitting a million followers, that's a lot of reach to get the message out there. And that's why I guess, you know, it's like having kids that carry the seed. It's like my videos will be on here until YouTube, and I'm sure YouTube's not going anywhere. So my videos will be here for 1 second. For the ancestors. My videos will be here for however long YouTube is here, which will probably be for a good amount of time. And I don't think it's going anywhere. So yeah, but yeah, and I feel like I'm already alone. So it's like the ancestors are telling me, Simon, that's my real name. You're already alone. You already don't have friends. So what do you got to lose? Really nothing. Uh, People don't really like me. So like they don't like me. I done talk to unconscious females. They don't get the point. So I might as well just keep going with it until they get it. Or somebody gets it. I don't know. I'm talking to somebody. It's like they said, pastors say, hey, I'm talking to somebody out there. I'm talking to somebody. And as long as I can do that, then that means that I won. And when I say certain things, uh, I mean everything. So, yeah, sometimes I feel like the great Huey P. Newton. I feel like Huey P. Newton, Malcolm X, just the revolutionary leaders that came before me. Yeah, we've been going for 30 minutes now. I don't know if I'm going to touch an hour, but I'm trying to see what else I can touch on. This whole topic was really supposed to be about the destruction of black women and the music, really the music. I want to emphasize it's the music because music is powerful. So, but I'd say we just low key, like I'm just saying, to all the parents, black parents out there, that if you have a black daughter, specifically black son too, but if you have a black daughter, raise your black daughter to know her history, her royal history, and definitely, most importantly, just raise her to know about the struggles that we've been as a black family and that we were all that we had back in the day. So we might as well stick with each other. Like Beyonce said, Black love, we gonna stay together because that's all we had. How could you just? It's like abandoning the black family. It's like abandoning your own son or your own daughter. It's like your own seed. That's your own. That's your people. I mean, you argue and stuff, but that's still not your enemy. That's not your enemy. So you got to identify who's who. And I'm not saying all black people are like your friends. I'm not saying that, but okay. So the camera stopped recording. I thought I had more space, but anyway, I guess I'm gonna just keep going on here. It's probably good so I can focus. Uh, but yeah, trying to think what else I could say. Yeah, gotta raise conscious black women, conscious black girls. I mean, it's getting crazy out here. Like I I can't find. It's ridiculous that I can't find. And let me. The schools is honestly the problem, and I'm gonna tell you that's the truth. Uh, the integrated schools integration is really just it's hurting us. Like we can have friends with white people and go to parties and we can do all these things, but at the end of the day, like we there needs to be a boundary. Like okay, I can have a white friend, but I should still embrace my natural African hair because you love I, black women, black girls are having black what's up niggas Afro black girls are having a problem with embracing their natural hair. Black women have hair like me. We are polar opposites. The black man and the black woman, is half and half. So their hair is supposed to look like mine, but you don't see that these days. You see black women with blonde weave or red hair, green hair, and honestly, it's an issue because you can't love yourself. You don't love yourself enough. So where when you were a baby, your hair you didn't have weave when you were 3, when you were 4, when you were 6. You embraced your natural hair. You don't see you don't see no 6-year olds getting blonde weave at 6 or even 9. I mean, and if you do, that's a shame. You said, why do I care? Because you have to save. I have to save the black family. I have to save my people. That's why I care. That's exactly why I care because black women are at a low vibration. Suki Hana, don't you know that this music they're getting paid to push this music? This music that's harming us, destroying black women, they're getting paid to do this. Somebody's got to talk about it. You say I desire whiteness. Never. And that's what you just said. We don't need poor men like you. Um, that's another thing. Black women seem to prioritize money. They think that money is gonna save them. They think that money is what they need from a black man. If he can't provide money, then that's it is what it is. Hold on one sec. But yeah, money is not all that a black man can bring to the table. A black man brings discipline, brings structure, brings guidance to the family. Black men say, "Hey, put that down, boy. Hey, don't do that." That they enforce their child to listen. As a black dad, I'm gonna be like, "Hey, put that down." And you see, black women can't have that discipline like a black man. They just can't. It's not in their aura. Black women bring the comfort, they bring the nurturing and the love. That's what they do. That's what they do. And they act like they don't need, I'm not saying all, but I'm saying black women act like some of them, a lot of them act like they don't need black men for nothing. And that's a poor mentality to have. The white man has gotten to their head and infiltrated them with the idea that they don't need a black man. They're okay because they did take care of the kids back in slavery, and even still, a lot of them are single mothers taking care of their kids. I applaud that. And for the dads that's not there, but for the black men that are in their child's life, my dad was in my life. What do you mean by black men bring the fear? My dad was in my life. I can say that. Like it must be rare for, or you must think it's rare for a black man to be in a black child's life. But it's really common, more than we think, because they just tore us apart. And it's not our fault. Black women are blaming us and not blaming the enemy. I'm not saying we don't take accountability. Yes, we should take accountability. But at the end of the day, we know that we're not each other's enemies. That's the whole point. That's the whole point. And you're saying trash logic. There's nothing, everything that I say is factual information. Everything that I say is the truth, and no one's going to say it. So this is why it's important to speak on this and continue talking about this. We've been going for almost 40 minutes. I'm probably going to reach an hour. I'm going to see how long I can go. But anyway, and for the black women that don't say I look dusty, like she said, or I look dusty. Black women have got so used to, and see it when I said dusty, the sun came right out. Sun came right out. Come on, man. I look dusty now. Okay. Anyway, see the black women that say those things, you look dusty and everything, they're so used to being fake, wearing fake nails, fake lashes, fake hair, having a fake personality. They're so used to being fake and not themselves that they don't recognize a true African man. They don't recognize a true African black man. They don't recognize it. They do not. Because it's like Dr. Umar, man. I'm gonna keep repping Dr. Umar Johnson because he's like the only one that I see that's out here trying to save the black family and not multiculturalizing everything. I just went to an African festival and there was a Caucasian that was the host of the festival. How can you be a host at the festival, at an African festival? You can't be. What are you even doing there? You see what I'm saying? And this is just facts. Like, Catholics, dude, there are some churches out here I cannot get into. Even if I'm a Christian, it's some sacred private churches. They won't let me in. I know. I've tried to actually go to a metaphysical church. They didn't let me in. I'm not saying because I was black, but they didn't let me in because it was sacred. What I'm saying now is black people don't have a sacred thing where it's just for them. Like, this is just for them. Like, nobody can touch this. This is their land. This is their stuff. It's like, we don't have anything that's just ours. Everything has to be, we got to include this person. We got to include that person. Everything. We got to multiculturalize everything. That's why nothing gets done, because we're always multiculturalizing everything. And I know there's levels to it, because you're going to feel, some people feel like because you multiculturalize everything, that, or if you don't multiculturalize everything, that you're racist or you're against anybody else, or it always has to be negative. But it's never just, no, I just want to be with my people because we can relate to things that you can't relate to. It's in our DNA or DEA that we were slaves. No one else was a slave. No one else sacrificed 400 years of involuntary servitude. They didn't pay that price. They didn't. So not everyone can be included. It's just like there's a book called the Red Hen, or the story of the Red Hen, and it's about a red hen. She's making bread. She's getting the stuff to make the bread, and she's saying, "Hey, does anybody want to help me make the bread?" And no, everyone's saying, the frog or the other animals are saying, "No, we don't want to help you. We don't want to help you." And he said, "I don't feel like it." And the red hen said, "Okay." And the next day, still getting the stuff to make the bread, she said, "Does anyone want to help me make this bread?" And they said, "I'm lazy. I don't feel like it. Maybe tomorrow." And they kept saying that. And then days she's been making that bread. And then when it comes time to feast and enjoy that beautiful, delicious bread, when it comes time to enjoy that, then they want to come around. All the animals that didn't help her with make the bread, they want to come around and say, "Hey, that bread smells good. Hey, can you mind if I get a piece of that?" They want to come around then when the bread is done. That I'm relating that to this time. Now that we are more freer than ever, they want to say that they want to be included. Basically, they always want to be included, and they just can't in some things. If we go to a bar or go to hang out, we can hang out, do all these things. But when it comes to owning corporations and land, they don't want to share the power with that. They don't want to share the power with that. They don't. And that's the truth. Like, you got to admit it. Like, I'm at the point now, let's stop living in a fairy tale. Let's stop living in this fake reality. This is a fake world that we live in. Everything's fake. The music is fake. The girls are fake. The gangster rappers are fake. I mean, we live in a fake world. So anytime somebody sees somebody that's speaking the truth, speaking what's real, take the black and white out of it. I'm just speaking what's true. And they don't like that. So the people that run the world, the elites, they want to keep the fake agenda going. They want to keep us mentally enslaved. Like I said, the shackles went from our feet to our mind. We got to take it off of our mind to be free. Knowledge is power. And I see we got one person in the chat. Don't just watch the chat. Comment down below what you think. I need to know exactly what you think. I need to know. I need to communicate with people. I need conscious people. I need real people that want to see change and make this happen. I'm taking the time out of my day to get on here and speak on what no one else is speaking on, and partially risking my career, my life, because people get killed for speaking the truth. And they do. I'm not scared though, because I know I am untouched when it comes to certain things. Until I'm ready to leave this planet, they can't touch me. Period. And I do have connections. I said this before, with my ancestors and the gods and goddesses and all the righteous beings of black people. So at the end of the day, yeah. But I appreciate you liking the live. Somebody's in here. I appreciate it. I really do. I thank you for it, man. It makes me feel like I'm not just doing this for nothing. You know, because look at, like, I'm sure you see the person in the comments saying negative things. Obviously unconscious. So, yeah. All right. So Jay Adjacent said, "I agree. I know OG in New York that talks about how the Irish don't want him in their bars. How the Irish don't want them in their bars. What do you mean by want them in their bars? Oh, bars. I thought you were talking about jail. My bad. Yeah. They don't want us to be. Some things are sacred, and that's fine. And guess what? You know what? As a black man, I respect even all people's boundaries, because I don't go into a white church I know that they don't want black people in their church. I don't go to there because I know that they don't want me there. And I don't even go to white neighborhoods because I know that they don't want me there. I don't want to live in a white neighborhood because I know that they don't want me there. And that's okay. They can have their neighborhood. You can be around your people, and I want to be around my people. That's how I'm going. I don't want confrontation. I just want to be around people that are conscious like me. And that's how, because that's how we did in the day. Tulsa, Oklahoma, before they bombed it, uh, countless Black Wall Streets. We had the businesses in the neighborhoods, and nowadays they just took over the neighborhoods, and no more businesses for us. Like we don't own hardly anything. So at the end of the day, we need to control the the what do you call it? The communities. We need to control the communities. Period. This is if we do not control the communities, we're gonna fall, and we can't fall. So we gotta do that. And first thing that I can do is start by getting on here, getting on live and talking on here and sharing my knowledge and sharing my wisdom. Like I said, I am 21, so I'm very young, and the people that I know that's conscious, they're in their 50s, they're in their 60s, they're 70s, like they're older, much older than me. My grandmother, uh, like these people are the ones that's conscious, and we need to get more young conscious, like 20, 17, man, 15. We need to get young conscious people. And the only way we do that is raising Black children that's conscious from the jump. Raise them from the jump. I don't think there's time for us to create or try to recreate or work on somebody. Like we don't have time to try to get the message to somebody when they're in their 40s because they don't want to accept it. So raising them at young is vital. That's vital. And that's why Dr. Umar, he's saying that. Raise them while they're young. And yeah, that's where I'm at. And I'm so motivated. When I find a conscious Black woman, I want to raise my children with her. She has to be on the same page. We got to be on the same page, because if we're not on the same page, it's not going to be good. So at the end of the day, well, I almost at 50 minutes, and yeah, I know people appreciate what's authentic. At the end of the day, they respect you when you speak on your truth, and when you speak on what you know was right. They gotta respect you. They have no choice but to respect you. That's what I realized too, because you can't argue the truth. Let's take a colorblind person out of this. Somebody that has natural color that can see vision. If I'm saying that this tree is green and you're saying that it's blue, we're obviously not on the same page. So we should look at a tree and all agree that that's green. That's green. It's a green and brown. Most trees are green and brown. That's what it is. But you got some people out here that's saying it's yellow, saying it's orange. And I'm taking a typical tree. I'm not talking about in the fall. So yeah, we just gotta be on the same page. That's all. It's real out here. Um, it's no joke, man. And they're locking us up. They're locking us up. They want me in jail. They want me on the street. They want me. They, that's what they want. So at the end of the day, we just gotta keep speaking that knowledge and just keep going. We're approaching 50 minutes, like I said. Uh, we gonna go to an hour. We gonna go to an hour. Somebody liked the chat, and I appreciate you. I'm gonna smile one time. And this is the smile through pain. I know I look like I'm probably not like chilling. The life is great. I'm going through pain. I want you to know that. And I'm telling you that because I want you to see how strong I was through the pain. Oh, I didn't even see your comment. I'm not an Umar supporter, but I agree. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, not everyone is going to agree with Umar. I'm not saying I agree with everything that he says either. I agree with most of what he says. He hasn't said anything that I disagree with. I'm going to say it like that. And at the end of the day, All I know is that he's in the forefront of the black community and consciousness. When you talk about black consciousness, you got to bring up Dr. Umar. In the modern day, in today's times, like black leaders, Dr. Umar, he's at the top. That's just what it is. So you got to respect him for that. And I actually met Dr. Umar twice. Very genuine man, very authentic man, and he's about it. I mean, I don't know what else. Yeah. Anyway, though, trying to say how to wrap this up. I feel like this was a good start. We got 2 people in here, and hey, I reached somebody today, so I guess that's all that matters. We gotta start out slow, but I know it's just like a plant. You see a plant on the first day you're growing it, or maybe even a week. You see, like, man, this is gonna take forever. This is gonna take forever for this plant to grow, and for it to harvest. Man, I'm ready to eat this plant right now. I'm ready to eat this watermelon right now. I'm ready to eat it right now. Like, if you keep sowing the seed, keep planting the seed, take care of it, keep grinding every day, consistency, then you're gonna see what you want to see. And I'm not gonna lie, I admit that I lack consistency. That's one thing that I lack. That's the cons of a Gemini. We're not that consistent, and I agree. It's very true. Yeah, I'm persistent, but I'm not consistent. Like, anything that I want, I'm gonna try to keep doing it to get it. But I'm not that. Like, every day I'm not at it hard every day. You said, why I should clip this? Clip what? Oh, that's funny. It says there's 0 people in the chat, but you commented. And I also want to say, as far as my family, I do have a brother, and I actually tried to reach out to him. We got in an argument, and I tried to apologize. I'm always the one to apologize too, and he didn't say anything. So, it shows you your blood brother is gonna kind of betray you as well. I'm not religious, but I do know the story of Joseph. My grandmother says, like, I'm Joseph in the family, because Joseph, his own brothers betrayed him, sold him out to slavery, and he became king. When he got out of jail, I mean, they saw that he had a gift in jail, and he became king. That was the prophecy, and I feel like that's how. I don't want to go to jail. I'm not saying that, but I will be king. I will reign. Oh yeah, I should clip this stream, right? Yeah. I'm gonna try to. This is live, as you know, so I'm trying to. I don't know how I would. I gotta edit it, because right now I don't have my laptop is not working right now. So I do have a camera. It's like $1,000 camera, and I try to use this, but I still need my laptop. So I'm probably gonna have to go to the library so I can upload it. But yeah, Mr. J Adjacent, man, I appreciate you joining the chat. I appreciate your time, and I feel like I just need to reach more people. So more people like you show up in the chat, more people can get this information, and we can help save our people. So it's very important. And yeah, I feel like I'm excited. So far this year has been great. And yeah, I'm excited for next year though, because next year, 2024, 24 minus 2, that's 22, and I believe the number 22 is a very powerful number. Yeah, as far as bringing change and transformation. And I am spiritual, but I try not to mix the spiritual with the consciousness of specifically our people, because there's a lot of spiritual people like Real Chosen, Real Chosen, I'm sure you know Real Chosen, Arcades, a lot of spiritual people, but they're not specifically for their people. They're not primarily for their people, and that's an issue because uh, you include everybody. Not everyone is going to. One second, somebody's calling me. One of my conscious sisters is calling me. One second, I gotta take this. Hey, greetings, Sister Angela.
Greetings, peace, brother Prince. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm good. I'm sorry I missed your call yesterday.
Oh no, that's fine. Yeah, I was just trying to call you to see where right now I'm trying to find conscious people in the area because I'm trying to work with them so that way we can be on the same page because I don't have specifically conscious black women because
Yes.
it's hard to find conscious black women out here. And I know I said I was trying to find them to date, but I'm not even trying to date. I just need them as far as like to build a community with. Uh,
Yeah, networking. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you
yeah.
know what? We have at this upcoming event, we do have a number of people who are coming. My nephew in particular, he's 25, and he had asked me at the same day, are you recruiting sisters there,
Yeah.
for, conscious minded? And I said, well, I have a few that I know of that will be there, and I'm assuming, guessing they will be bringing people with them that is coming along.
Right.
So, with that being said, I'm pretty confident that we're going to have more of a youth gathering in
Mm-hmm.
terms of demographics of at least based on those who I've spoken with and those who got tickets so far, and people that I know who are younger. And one sister, she does readings. Um, so yeah, we have a range of people who are coming to the Mystic Fair that draws different. Um, well, not so much different because usually conscious people are conscious physically in terms of being connected to their spirituality as well,
Mm-hmm.
and understanding that Nat Turner was about black liberation and freedom and justice, but he also was tapped into that metaphysical side that gave him that extra oomph to
Yeah.
carry out these things with confidence and a knowing. And so that's what we want to talk about: how we can be a fully conscious person, not just about black liberation and history, but also not religion, but just understanding, that spiritual ancestral side of ourselves that we
Right.
can tap into to, be in a different space.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
When did you say that event was again?
that's October 1 and 2.
Oh,
And
okay.
it's going to be about, right, it's 4 days. It's actually Monday, the 2nd of October. But because it's a Monday, we decided that we would start it on Sunday for those people who can't make it on Monday,
Mm,
and who can still join us in the celebration on the Sunday. And then for those who are mailing and handing out, they will be the ones who will be there on day two, and
right.
also those who arrive on day two anyway. So people are coming both days. So yeah, so that's what we're doing, and so if you want to camp out, you're welcome to do so, or if you want to use a hotel or just come, for the day, or however you want to do it. You're
Yeah.
welcome. You're part of our family now, so
Right.
yeah,
Wow.
just let us know, and we'll make whatever arrangements that we can assist with. Just let us know. We're happy to assist in those ways that we can.
Yeah, and I'm also trying to do. I was talking to this conscious black woman uh, that I did meet about a few months ago, and she was saying I should start a podcast to like shed light on like right now I'm starting a podcast about like how black women the music is making black women like low vibrational and like because they're calling each other HOESs and sexualizing over sexualizing black women to the point where like they think that uh, dancing on a pole is their life. They think that,
Right,
and that's not their life. And then
right,
also the bashing black men. I'm not saying all, but a lot of them see, at least the ones that I came across, seem to. they don't really defend black men like they used to, and I feel like that's also an issue.
I think that is an issue. I agree with you. And I think across the board, I think our male-female relationships need to be improved upon. I think there needs to be discussions had via podcast, via us gathering
Right.
via whatever ways that we can get the message out. That's extremely important. And I think it needs to be constant. It needs to be, um, ever present. So I
Mm,
think those of us who are positive, it's up to us to counter the negativity. Okay, so just like when that song Savage came out, my response to that, um, what was it, Megan Thee Stallion? Remember she was saying
yeah, yeah. I'm a savage, classy, bougie.
what do you call those challenges? People were dancing to them. They had little girls with their mothers and their grandmothers, three generations. And I'm like, are you all aware of what mantras you are programming yourselves and these children and the world with by constantly repeating that you're a savage? And then this whole movement came out with all these women wearing, I'm a savage or just savage. And I'm thinking,
Right.
are you aware of what that word means? You're uncivilized, you're unruly.
Yeah.
If that's what you are, black woman, if that's what you're calling your baby and your grandmother, you should be offended that a woman is standing up declaring that she's a savage, and you all are jumping on board with that. So
Wow.
I
You.
would totally
How was being a
agree with you
Muslim?
in terms of
I put her on
being
mute for a
part
second.
of getting that message
I
out,
use
and
book
that's
to
why I
show
love
me how to
Dr.
properly.
Umar's message so much because he does other leaders doing so.
Right.
And I don't even like to use the word leaders. I would just say people who are, I guess, influencers in their organizations or groups or circles.
Mm,
And so you find very few people who are willing to be that kind of voice on a certain level. So yeah, we have to do that, brother. So no, I encourage you, I support you, and I think a podcast is a great idea because that's like the number one way to get your message out
right.
today.
Yeah. I'm gonna. I'm trying to go on TikTok, but see, TikTok is a little strict because you say something and they don't
Are you
like, and
there?
hmm.
Are you there?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Can you?
I don't hear you.
Oh, my bad. My bad. Can you hear me now?
Okay, now I can hear you. It was
Sorry.
blank for a while.
Yeah, the phone cut out. I was saying, yeah, I try to go on TikTok, but TikTok's a little strict because I said I started talking about unity and then they banned me. So, like,
Well, TikTok is about foolishness. That whole thing was designed to be for people.
right,
So it's really not the platform if someone who's serious. And I don't go to TikTok because I know
yeah,
so much foolishness I have to navigate through just to get to something serious. So I don't even deal with that. So I think more serious people probably not going to do TikTok. But I think this podcast is a great idea. Or whatever way you feel. If you
wait,
feel
what are
like
you
you're out
talking
of
about with
place
the
on
AK?
TikTok and
My
there are
bad, I'm on the
people
phone,
who are
but
willing to band into it, if you feel, but like you said, if they're being restrictive and you can't even use the word unity, then
yeah,
it's of no use to you.
yeah, I'm thinking maybe YouTube is more better,
Mm-hmm.
right? But yeah, I'm gonna send you my YouTube channel when I get it going. Uh, but yeah, and I
And then why don't you do this? Why don't you do this? On October 2nd, if it hasn't debuted by that time, you can get some footage and introduce some folks because that's usually what I do at each event. And you could
yeah,
be more specific if you wanted to do so. And, have people on the podcast at the event.
right. Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that would really, give it a nice play.
And you said we could bring a tent, right?
You can bring a tent, bring your overnight camping tent.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely. Do you have one?
No, I gotta get one. I gotta get one.
Okay, the Walmart and little places like that.
Mm,
What's it, Home Depot? Just little, places like
yeah, I feel you.
Target.
TikTok is not
Like
the
you can
way.
get one for under
TikTok is
$100. I'm
trash.
told.
They ban you for. I keep putting her on mute, but right.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds good. And also, I feel like I'm preparing to be a father. I'm not trying to have kids anytime soon, but I do want to change the narrative, like how they say black men aren't in the household and black men
Yes.
don't care about their kids. And because
Right.
me personally, I had my dad in my life. Like I had my dad was in my life, so
Good.
I don't want black women saying that we're not here when we are here.
Well, your son
Yeah.
And the cases for women. Some women are present and some are not.
Yeah. Right.
Generationally, I know my stepdad was in his 90s when he passed, but he told us about it. He had to raise all five of his children because his
Wow.
wife stepped out on him. And I was like, wow, back in that time,
Mm.
that was like the 60s. She stepped out and left a man with five children. He raised all of them, including
Wow.
his mother.
Wow.
So there were good men out there, right? Because he could very easily, just farm them out to different people or put them up for adoption or left them with a family member and kept them moving.
Yeah.
But he kept working, and his mother said, I'm your grandmother. You go to work like you've been going, and I will help raise them. But you go ahead and continue your working part. So he
Mm.
didn't have to work about it. But my point is, there are some good men out here and who are
That
stepping
makes
up in
sense.
these
Religion
spaces,
is
and they need to be,
it can be a good tool. I'm not against
I won't say celebrated, but they
anyone's
need to be
religion.
acknowledged
It's just
because
when
that's
it comes
all
to
we're supposed to
Christianity,
be,
I just feel like it's
And so, yeah,
it
I think this
partially is
conversation
enslaving
needs to
us.
be
But
had. It
if you're a
crosses
Christian and
age,
you're in the
you
community,
know.
I do have respect for you.
It's not just with the younger groups. There are older people who still behave in ways that are unacceptable, and
Mm.
the improvement in the message would reach all of them. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
Reach all of them because they're all
Mm.
infected. If it's a virus and people are infected, then you've got the antidote. Then that needs to just spread throughout that infected community, whatever the ages are. So that's how I see it. And so yeah, I think that's a great tool, and I think you should go for it. And
Right.
I encourage that. Yes.
Wow. Well, that's amazing. And I don't want to ask you how old you are, but I am curious, like, because usually most conscious people that I know, they're in their 50s and their 60s, and it's just I don't know too many young conscious people.
Well, the younger ones are the ones when we go to events, like we won't get outside of Virginia because the numbers are kind of low in Virginia. Like I go and travel a lot
Mm.
to New York, to Philly, where people are they have their children rearing their children in that conscious mindset, and children were raised in that. So I'm always exposed to seeing all ages of conscious people because I'm around people who it's in their family and that's what they're teaching.
Yeah.
And then I also do work with homeschools and that are very Afrocentric, and that's what they're all about.
Right.
So yeah, so there are you know and then we also have a mailing list of younger people who are conscious. A lot of them didn't show up only because at the last event because they switched the school times.
Wow.
School used to start after Labor Day, and then this year it started the day we were there with Dr. Umar. So a lot of the people did not make that trip because they had to deal with their children or their siblings or whatever. So yeah, that was that. But
Mm.
11/11 is always a nice big crowd, and 10/2 is really gaining a lot of interest from people from different walks of life. But yeah, there is that. But yeah, to answer your question, I am 50 plus.
Oh.
And so yeah, but I don't look at it. I don't tell people my age because
Yeah.
people differently because I have a youthful spirit because I am young.
Right.
And if you think you're older, you're gonna look old.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I'm not on any medication. I don't go to any doctors. I all natural, and that's what I teach. The herbs are for the healing of the nations, and so I believe that. I teach that. I live that. So that means that I'm supposed to be a physical example of that. So
Right.
I'm not supposed to be all broken down and sore. Got to go to the doctor. I don't feel good. I don't have those days. I mean, sometimes you're tired, but it's like I'm not sick. I
Yeah.
tell myself I don't get sick. So
Right.
my
Yeah.
body, and so it's you can take care of yourself in a way that you can be young forever, and that's what I believe. So,
How old are you,
to answer your question,
Jason?
my dad was a Black Panther, and so as a child, I was 6 years old in Washington D.C. where I started school, going to Black Panther meetings with my dad. He'd have Angela Davis. Are you familiar with these?
Oh yeah.
Bobby Seale,
Yes.
the whole Black Panthers in our living room. When
Yes.
I was a girl, my mom would cook for them. So that's a part of my story.
Well,
My
he
consciousness kicked in young age because I would go to school and I'm like, they're not talking about this stuff in school.
Mm.
So I'm going to send you my website. I do Black history coloring books. They're illustrated history books disguised as colored books because no one really colors in them.
Yes.
They're primarily for, I'm going to send it right now. Just relaunched it 2 days ago. I'm going to send it right now.
Okay.
And
So you say your dad is new Huey P. Newton and Bobby Seale and
yes, my dad was very much involved back
ah
in the 70s. Like history coloring books. Forward. Yeah, so I was exposed to a lot of, as a child, I was exposed to a lot in terms of liberation, in terms of the civil rights movement, in terms of just consciousness overall.
right.
So I guess I'm one of those. But my job is like you to identify, when you see a problem, like what you just mentioned about the black women being, you know, objectified and uh, their bodies are being used as weapons, and
Mm.
they're accepting these labels. And I'm so over the eyelashes. I'm so over all the fakeness. Me personally, I think people should, have fun and dress up when you want to. But I just think that when you replace what's natural, you can't see yourself anymore, and everyone looks like a cookie cutter template. Like I can't see you anymore now, Sister
Yeah.
Shirley. You look just like Sister
Mm.
Cheryl. How can I tell you
Wow,
apart?
you're in your
Really?
20s? Oh, that's amazing.
So
I don't know
I'm
why
just
there's a
saying we got
delay
to
on
get
here.
back to loving ourselves. That's so important.
Right.
And if you don't know who you are, you can't love yourself because you don't know who you are. What are you loving?
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
And so,
Mm.
how old are you, brother?
21.
21. Awesome.
Yes.
It's so cool. I'm so proud of you to have. Are you in school? Are you out of school?
I graduated. Uh,
Okay.
yeah, but it's funny because both of my parents aren't conscious. It's like the ancestors like made me wake up like out of my family.
Okay.
So it's funny, but like brother Mensa, I met him through TikTok.
Okay.
So that's why I like TikTok in a sense because you get to meet some.
Because you those people on there who have good intentions. So
Yeah.
that's why I said for that reason, if you know how to navigate through it and follow through the foolishness, then that is purposeful.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna try to make that event. But if I can't, hopefully I make the next one. I know Umar is coming in November 11th, right?
11/11. That's
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Right. Okay. I'll try to make it.
Okay. Well, I hope that you can. And like I said, if you because we do have people. You're in the Norfolk area, Hampton area,
Virginia Beach.
Virginia Beach area? Yeah, because we do have people down that way who travel, and sometimes we connect people in terms of transportation. When people ask us, we'll be like, "Oh, I have a sister, I have a brother who would like to catch a ride in." So we do that from time to time also. But I don't know if you're. I was just mentioning that because I have no idea, what your plan is in that regard.
Well, yeah. I mean, it is kind of hard to get a ride there. But if you do know somebody like near Virginia Beach or Norfolk, and that's going and that doesn't mind, taking me, I mean, I would like to go.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'll put that out there. That you are in Virginia Beach, but you are willing to. Could you get to Norfolk, or if the person is
Yeah, I
in
can
the
get to
Norfolk?
Norfolk.
Okay. Okay. Great. So then we can just let's plan on that then.
Yeah.
Let's plan on that because I know a few people that I could ask about riding with them. So yeah, now that I know.
Yeah.
Okay. And as far as the camping, are you planning to do that? Because I need to know. Um, I guess. Yeah, I guess that could be something. Right. I would need to know in case that has to go into someone's vehicle, and I just need to let them know. That's the only reason I'm asking.
Oh yeah.
But since we get closer to that time, we can talk about it.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah, I still got to get the tent. So.
Right.
Mm,
Exactly. And then Umar was talking about doing a day So we were going to try to get him to do that live
Mm,
at our upcoming event, just so it can get the conversation going in terms of not so much being an app, I guess being a live app with that.
oh yeah, yeah, that'd be good.
You know, not the whole thing, but you know what I'm saying. We incorporate that in there. Just like I said, I have my nephew and some other people who just want to meet people without the pressure of feeling like, okay, like you said, since the beginning, it's just hang out. Just
Yeah,
conscious.
right. Yeah, yeah, I'm interested in that. Yeah.
Okay, it was nice talking to you, and I guess we can, I guess we'll be touching bases as we
Yeah.
get closer to the event.
Right. All right, Miss Angela. It was good talking to you.
Yeah, you too. Okay, you call anytime if you have any ideas or anything you want to bounce off or whatever.
Yeah.
Just let us know.
Right. Right.
Okay, you take care now, brother Prince.
All
I'm
right.
glad you called.
All right. You take care too.
Here now. Okay,
All right.
peace.
Bye. Peace. I can't believe I was on the phone for like 22 minutes. Oh, I'm back. Oh, I'm back. I was on the phone with a conscious black woman. I think I'm gonna get off here though. I've been on here for over an hour. Look at me, bro. Sweat, man. That shows you I got passion. Wow. Sweat. Yeah, but I see we got one person in the chat. I know y'all can hear that in the back. I know. I think I'm gonna end this, but I'll be back. I'll be back. But yeah, subscribe, like the video, because there's gonna be more of these coming soon. All right. But stay positive. I love you, my people.